Julian Lennon grew up in the spotlight of musical superstardom. He is, of course, the elder son of Beatle John Lennon and his first wife, Cynthia. Julian's career began on a high note in 1984 with a platinum-selling debut album, Valotte. Now he's back with his fifth full-length studio album, his first in 15 years, titled Everything Changes. And we are honored to welcome Julian Lennon to Studio 57. Jules, good to see you.
Thank you. Likewise.
One of the reasons it's been so long since we heard you on record is you fell in love with photography along the way.
This is correct.
What
yeah.
happened?
What happened? I don't know. It was just another creative outlet for me that I've truly embraced. And I've gone on to do so many incredible projects already.
Well, let's take a look at some of these pictures.
Sure.
These are shots.
Sure.
You love taking pictures from planes, don't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, while everybody else is asleep or you know, have watched all the movies there are to watch, I tend to look out the window a lot and reflect. You know, I think it's very much a time where you can either shut everything off and just dream and float and relax, or it gives you a chance where you can, you know, actually reflect and think about what's going on in your life. And I think that's a rarity to find those moments these days with the kind of hectic lifestyle we lead.
There's also you've taken some great shots actually of the band U2. Tell me about those.
The fruitcakes, yes. Well, I was fortunate enough to you know, be with them while they were doing some early production on their upcoming
there's your dad
album.
over Bono's shoulder, incidentally enough.
Yeah, no, that was a very special shot. That really was the picture that sort of you know, led me to believe that this is going to be a good session, that I'm going to get some great work out of this. So we were very fortunate in that regard. And the boys, they're pretty fussy guys, so to be able to actually show them, you know,
and get a chance to hang around.
Yeah.
One other photograph I love, which you didn't take, but it's a picture of you and your mom.
Okay.
Which was actually right after your first photo show a few years ago.
Okay.
In the back seat of a car. I think that comes up taken by a friend of ours named Rick Edwards.
Oh yeah, that was after the first exhibition in New York.
Yeah. You are really close to your mom. How's she doing?
She's okay. I mean, sadly, her last husband passed away earlier this year from prostate cancer, and so she's dealing with the pain of that, which is obviously very, very difficult. I'm literally on the phone to her pretty much every day. You two are like your biggest supporters, each other. She is my family. You know, that's it, really. You know, it was 50 years ago that your dad came, almost 50 years in February, that your dad came to the U.S. and pretty much everything changed, didn't it? Yes, absolutely. I mean, for the world and for him, no question about that. I think that was a unique experience for everybody. Where were you at that point in time? You'd just been born. Had I? I'm sure I still wasn't a twinkle in his eye at that point. No, you were around. I would have been with Mum back in the countryside in England. No question about it. Being sheltered, no doubt, you know. You're back playing music again. Yeah. If you actually were pretty fed up with the music business for a while, weren't you? Yeah, I mean, the music business over the last 10, 15, 20 years has certainly changed dramatically. It's not what it used to be. Nor was I fond of it in the early days either. I don't think the industry has treated most musicians with any care or grace or respect. Right. So yeah, I've walked away from the industry several times, and I just decided after having enough material again that I can't just lock it up and keep it at home. I wanted to release this album, and have done it completely independently. Well, so it's great. It's great news. We're glad you're back.